So I am somewhere in Nakuru County where I'm seeing things I've never seen before. These irrigation fields can smell the smell of manure, and they are growing vegetables, kales, carrots, corn, and what else? And some other green stuff. Very nice. Only in Nakuru County. I have never been in such a place before. Bro, I don't even know this such a place exists. And I can smell the strong smell of manure. They use manure. So it's safe to say they are practicing organic farming. And I guess this is where the, is it bread basket? Can we say that? This is where the country food basket comes from. All your greens comes from this place. They supply the market, the local market. I don't know, maybe I'm assuming this is where our greens come from. It's very interesting. All these views you see over there and beyond, and up there. It's very, very beautiful to be around here. And I don't even know what it is. I don't know what they call this place, but I just know I love being here. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Who would have thought that Nakuru would look like this? Very beautiful hills right there. I'm just enjoying this sundown. I can see the sun going down over there in the horizons, in the mountains, in the hills. This is therapeutic. Therapy. This is therapy. Hello. What? Well, the cornfield on my left side doesn't seem to be doing that much okay. Yeah, it's been starved of rain or water. But where there's irrigation, it's doing all right. So the big problem we are facing is, I guess, the climate change, global warming, climate change. You know, there are people who may argue, oh, that's not a real thing. Let's not even have that conversation. But we are seeing the results. It does seem to speak louder. Huh? This is the results or the science. The experts have talked about the crop failure because of the rainfall. Have been a shortage of rainfall this year, so they're predicting that somewhere next year we are going to experience hunger. Hunger is coming; it's knocking on your door. But not these folks around here because they're practicing farming. Irrigation is um, live here. It's doing a lot of irrigation. Not so much on this field, but over there, and I don't even know where this water is coming from. I don't see any water source around here. I don't see any. Mm? But somehow they make it work. It's crazy the amount of resourcefulness the human beings can have when they are determined to do something. Nothing will hold you back. Decide to make it work. You're going to find a way. Don't worry about it. You'll find a way to make it work. Even with little to no resources, mega resources, you're going to make it work. That's what black people have always done. We have always been trumped down, sabotaged, and somehow we've been resilient and have always come on top. Very beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Those are kales on these irrigation farms. It's not big farms per se, just small patches, small pieces of land here and there. I don't know what we call this. Is this subsistence farming that's being practiced here, but through irrigation? Although I don't see any source of water, but you know, could be maybe they have sunk boreholes. I don't know. I'm just making speculations. I don't know that for sure. Hmm? That is so beautiful. I wish I can show you everything, but because of the sun over there, I may not be able to show those fields on my right hand. Hmm? But it's a thing of beauty. I love it when people are just in their natural state of production. You know, when you are in your zone, just creating, shaping the conversation and your reality around you. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a thing of beauty. And today being on a Sunday and this being a Christian nation, are they not supposed to be in church? But that doesn't matter. Hmm? I thought one of the commandments was to observe the Sabbath. But I see some folks digging, working in the farm. That's very interesting. Or maybe they have a schedule. I don't know. Or maybe they want to reach some quarters or some targets that they have. Or they just want to tend to their duties, to their crops. Hmm? When I was a young man growing up, never used to. It was almost like a taboo to go to work on a Sunday. The thought, just the mere thought of going to work on Sunday was just revolting. Breaking one of the 10 commandments was unheard of. People used to be God fearing and everything. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm seeing more farms here, more spinach. Mm, very beautiful. We don't have a lot of people in this area, these sites. Mm. Whoa, 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 whoa. The crops are failing on this farm. I don't think they are going to harvest anything. Even the farm to my right, not going to harvest anything because of the rain. I guess there was a shortage of rain. Mm. Some crops are doing okay, others not too much. That's why you should not keep all your eggs in the same basket. Make sure you have different sources of income so that if this one fails, you can always go back to the other one. Anything can happen at any one given time. And I like the fact that these people are using a manure for their crops. They are practicing what we call organic farming. Very nice. A little bit of settlement here. Very nice. Hmm. More irrigation. Ideally, I think irrigation should be done early in the morning and late into the evening. That's how we used to do it. Mm. There's an avocado tree right over there. Yeah. You see that? That's irrigation, baby. Mm. Ah, so beautiful. This is Nakuru County.
Ukiweka hivyo maana yake
nafanya nini YouTube. Nafanya kitu inaitwa vlogs.
Usiwajaribu kuchukua wewe.
Sikuchukui. Najichukua mimi mwenyewe. It's a drunk woman. She had want too much to drink, want too many. I can never support that. A woman drinking alcohol? Nah. But who am I to judge? You can do whatever you want. You're a grown ass woman. You can do whatever you want. So, what have we got here? There's some kind of a center. Okay, this is interesting. Maina Kabura. So this is the first time I road I'm coming back. And at this point, I don't even know where I'm at. Don't worry about it. So I'm in this small center. Okay, we move on. Regardless. So I'm walking down these streets. I don't even know where the name of the street, but it's a long ass street. So I'm just going to follow it through. Just cruising down the streets of Nothingville. This is interesting. Some interesting stuff right here, man. Down on the road. This is some heavy girl. Sexy. Wait a minute. What? I know what I am. God damn it. What? I think I know where I am. Najua kwenye niko. What? This is crazy. I used to live in this place many years ago. Wow. I'm a walker. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take this road and it's going to take me to the main road, main Nakuru, Nairobi road. Then we are going to make a 360 is the other route. I don't think I'm going to make it on foot though. Cannot make it on foot. I'll have to take some kind of a transportation or something. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. I used to live here. What are you talking about? And back in my days, it used to be a dirt road. Used to be a lot of dust in this place. Dirt road right here. So I'm happy they paved it. developments. I don't know whether it's local government or the national government or county government that's done this job. But it's good to see the places that you used to live come by such developments, roads and whatnot. So it's a good thing happening in our time, you know. This is encouraging. It's really encouraging. Man, I've been walking for the last, I don't know, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And I can't seem to track time. It's hard to track time when you're busy doing something. It's kind of amazing, right? And I see the weather. It's about to rain. It's about to come down hard. The weather is changing drastically. But that is kind of what we need right now. We need the rain, even though I don't think those crops can be saved by now. I don't think the corn can be saved by now. We can always use the rain to do other things for other upcoming crops. So right now I'm at a place called Kiratina. It's on this other side, and free area is on the other side. And I made it up here. I made it up here by foot. There was a time I used to come here to look for a house to live in. This is interesting. This is interesting stuff. It never used to be like this when I used to live here. See new things come up. New commercial hubs. New businesses. Stalls for businesses. New towns, new roads. That's what happens when you put up roads, you attract people, make investment, and that's how you grow a town. A small town to a bigger town, from a bigger town to a small city, and we keep it pushing. So right now I'm kind of walking faster because of the rain, because of the weather. Nowadays the weather is quite unpredictable. Anything can happen at any one given time. So today is on a Sunday. I have a lot of people here minding their own business. It's a church day. This is to be expected, of course. We have small businesses. Now, there are not too many churches in this area, but I've seen a few bars and small businesses by the roadside, as you would expect any urban settlement. This is to be expected of any Kenyan small town. Whether we're talking about people roasting corn by the wayside or selling other food items, like potatoes and peas by the roadsides, onions, tomatoes. That's what happened here. A couple of bars at the loco, call it the loco, where they go to, but I wouldn't say have a drinking problem. But Central Kenya, that's a different ballgame. Different ballgame altogether. So that road ends there, but we keep going. But if you follow it from the other side, it makes a connection with the main one that will take you to the main road, the main highway, the main Nakuru Nairobi highway. It's not too far from here. Yeah. So I could take that route, I could take this route, but anyhow, somehow, I'm going to find myself in the highway. That's where we're headed. So the highway, get to the highway, maybe make a few vlogs here and there, walking down the highway, Nairobi Nakuru highway. I hope by then we'll have enough juice to be able to make that happen, but if that doesn't happen, we'll always come back and do it again. But so far so good. I'm really quite enjoying this. I never planned for this at all, but here we are. But it feels nice. It feels so good to walk back in the neighborhood, back in time where I grew up. I started hustling in these neighborhoods, and some of the people who live here for a long time know me. Yeah, so I am not a new face here. Even I don't know, maybe some of them moved. A small number of them maybe decided to stay. Whatever. But that's life. Other people decide to stay, other people decide to go. And that's life. That's normal. That's human behavior is influenced by so many different variables. Economy, politics, political stability. Or maybe you want to go look for greener pastures somewhere. It's a lot. And for those who decide to stay, maybe, because they have found stability in that area. Or maybe they can't help it. Or maybe they decided to make that place a home. Could be anything, really. So, that's human behavior. I used to walk these back alleys back in the day going to work. We used to eat somewhere there. There's a particular woman who used to cook some low budget meals for hustling population. It cost us $1 or something. Not much. And we survived. We survive by the grace, of course, from level to level to level. Right now, we are on a different level. Think we can afford a steak or something. Hmm? So you have to pass all these levels so that you have a beautiful story to tell, maybe to your children, to your grandchildren, if you're going to have any, for those who want to have a family. Hmm. Or to embellish your eulogy. People have to say something about you, or you are going to have to um, control the narrative about your story. You decide, actually. The one who is going to decide that, how your story is going to be written, how you want people to remember you, how do you want to be remembered. That is all dependent on you. I used to live down there. I don't know whether y'all can see that house. It's so big. It's like, tracing back my roots from where all this started. Hmm? And the sky's the limit. As long as you keep your eyes on the ball, keep your eyes on the prize, everything is possible. But you have to start somewhere, though. You have to start somewhere. And keep pushing, keep it pushing. Yeah, there's a few churches here. Oh, let's get this one. I don't care for fame. Just live in the moment. Make these memories and make them last. What makes you happy? This makes me tremendously happy. Where do you find your happiness? Or what does happiness look for you? It's very interesting. Never planned this. I think the best things are the ones that you don't plan for. I did not have any itinerary for this one, but it's happened, so we do it. So when a moment presents itself, just run with it and keep it pushing. Going back to my roots, yeah. There's another church here. Yeah, so like I said, Christianity is the dominant religion in this country. But the thing I keep asking myself, if God is one, and I believe God is one, why do we have so many churches? Why do we have so many denominations? What are we? What are our disagreements? What are we disagreeing on? God is one. It's only one God, one Jesus Christ, one Holy Spirit. So what is the disagreement here? I have never really understood that. How do we reconcile that? How do we reconcile that? Don't we all pray to the same God? And the core tenets of Christianity, we don't disagree on much. So why do we have all these denominations? When can we all, come together, under one God, one nation, one God, one church? I mean, it's simple that way. Under the same roof. There's another church here for the Corinos. Corinos is a totally different sect.
Yeah, man.
They used to be big back in the day. These days, not so much. But I think religion has been watered down. Yeah, it's not the same as we used to know. Everything is kind of changing. Modernization, new world order, new age. There was even this proposal to have one world religion. I don't know how that is going to work, or how it's working so far. Another chapter. Our area is just on the other side. So this is the Nakuru Nairobi highway. That route is to Nairobi, and this way is to Nakuru town. The three areas on the other side. So this side is Keratina. This lived here many years ago. So I think I moved from this place in 2015. I used to live here. And ever since then, I have been to a few different places. Just look for green carpet. When people, like I said, human behavior is influenced by different things. So I moved, tried to look for better opportunities for myself and for my future generation, my offspring. I'm the progeny. Am I the progeny? The beginning for my family pedigree. So if particular place doesn't favor you, human behavior, you move to another place looking for greener pasture. That's what I did. And in 2023, I decided to move from Nakuru to Nairobi. And ever since, I've been operating on both Nakuru and Nairobi. But I am a digital nomad. I keep it moving. I don't have any one single place, permanent residence. So I want to make this my lifetime kind of occupation. So in the quest for freedom, that's what it is. They all just freedom. You know, freedom to be able to do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, say whatever you want. You know, have that F you money. That's what we're looking for. The F you money. Not to be arrogant or be a pain in the ass to the life of people. If you have a lot of money and you make life better for other people, that's even better, because what do you do with your money? How do you spend your money? You spend it to exploit others, or you spend it to uplift others? What do you do? But I don't think anybody can judge you how you decide to spend your money. I don't think anybody should be able to judge you, because you earned it, and you earn the right to be able to spend it however you want. Can nobody tell you nothing about it, because you went through the pain, went through the struggle. You already know. You're the only one who knows about your journey. And well, nobody was there to walk it with you. Nobody tell you how you're going to spend your money, the outcome. That's my thing. So freedom.